Alright, welcome back. So, is there actually any music? Seems like it. Yeah. So, before you even jump into this pool, make sure to take out the croc or alligator, whatever it is, that thing that will hurt you if you try and go in the water. And then just cross over, and we are at a little temple type building structure thing. This is actually the entrance to a Colosseum. There's two lions here. Once you come out of the water, that one will and head towards that door a little. That one will attack you, and then if you try and go over to the left, this one will try and attack you. So we're not even going to enter that door just yet. I believe there's another lion in there if you go in there, but he won't bother you if you don't um, go in, like go near there. So instead, we're going to come over to the side over here and cross the front of this structure because there is a medipack over this way. Naturally, the columns keep getting in my way. Um, so I'm thinking a little ahead here. We need to go up to the next level in order to traverse this and get over there. But first, we got to get around these pillars. Alright. So we'll climb up onto this block, and that will allow us to get up to the third story. Or the top floor, or whatever. Nothing over there. So over on this side is how we're actually going to get out. But there's also a little secret hidden on the far side of the wall here. So just a easy jump, nothing too scary just yet. Do be careful because there are some slopes that will send you, sliding down, and that will make it so that you have to retraverse your way. It's a little hard to see from there because of the textures, but this is a stable platform that you can land on, and this is the first secret. Just a thing of shotgun shells, nothing too major. Now we just need to get back over there so that we can exit the room. Gotta love when the camera angle just changes like that. Alright. Alright. So I got a little spooked there because I heard the crocodile sounds or alligator sounds. They're down in this hole. Don't fall down there, otherwise you're gonna have a bad time. Kill them first, and then you can go down there and get that little medipack. Just pick up the medipack, Laura. Thank you. Alright. So this is not the only thing in the room. There's actually a ledge just above us that we'll need to shimmy across. And there's a bit of an opening in it that you can pull up and find another secret in. It's not there, it's a little farther to the right. Another thing of shotgun shells. Unfortunately, that's the only thing in this little secret cave or secret alcove. Honestly, it's really not that big of a secret. Like, I feel like you could probably easily find that, even without help. I guess maybe it's the camera angle if you just didn't notice that there was enough space up there to pull up. Alright, so, we're now in that sort of little temple area, and you don't have to pull this switch. I don't think there's really any point to it unless you want to backtrack for some reason. But draw your guns, because that lion that I was talking about will now come after you. So, just go through here just to kind of show off like what the inside of this little structure looks like here. But there's really nothing in here. That's the one thing with this game. I don't know if they like improved that in the later ones because I haven't really played them. But it always feels like they have all this space that they don't really use. It feels like there should be more hidden goodies and stuff in some of these little crevices and alcoves and stuff. I don't know. I realize it's a PS1 game. They have limitations and they put little goodies and stuff everywhere. Then I don't know. So this is the Colosseum. And if you notice, this asshole is here now. He'll go away after you register enough hits. Unfortunately, he's still there. I think he's gone now. Yeah. Alright, so down in the pit, or the main area, there's quite a few enemies. And it's preferred if you take them out before you jump down there. But even if you don't, you should still have enough space to kind of just jump around and avoid them. I will give this game some credit. It does have a lot of really big areas, which is actually pretty impressive for the PS1. But that is the reason why you see all the dark shadows everywhere. It's to help mask the loading. Alright, so unfortunately, this pit has some lions in it, and I misaligned myself. So I wasn't able to jump over to this alcove right here and have the space to jump backwards. So unfortunately, I take a lot of unnecessary damage, but I have a lot of medipacks, so I'm not too worried about it. I mean, I have 17 small medipacks, and I don't even know how many large ones I have. Alright. I just do a little cut there because I just kind of take a look at these little alcoves to see if there's anything interesting in them. There wasn't. It's just kind of a waste of a few minutes, or a minute or two. Alright. So, here's the thing to keep in mind if you're playing the PS1 version, PS1 or Saturn version. There are limited numbers of save crystals, and you can't just save whenever you want. So, if you're thinking about using a save crystal, maybe just take a little look around and see if there's anything that you would want to do before you save. So, like, for example, I knew that there was going to be a couple enemies up above that I wanted to kill first, just in case if I died, then I wouldn't have to kill them again and risk losing more health than what I really wanted to. So I go ahead and kill those 3 lions, and I kind of forgot that there's a lion back here. So he kind of takes me by surprise. Have to like draw my guns and prepare to fight. And I ended up jumping down into this alcove, which they can't really follow, thankfully. Because I think the incline is too steep for them, but I don't know. I know after you register enough hits on enemies, they'll start to kind of avoid you. They'll try and run away unless they like know they can catch you. Alright. So this is one of the more strict time limit type puzzles. So the way you're supposed to do this is you're supposed to stand on this switch. You can usually tell what switches are by the different texture. Then you come over to this. This opens up one of the gates over here. And then I thought I had taken out that second one, but yeah, I keep kind of screwing up. I believe that one opens up the gate that you need to get to the switch. So unfortunately, I just barely missed that one. But I do pick up this medipack. I decide to hop back and get the medipack real quick. It would be nice if if an item was in like the square that you're currently standing on, if Lara would just pick it up. Instead of making you have to like move around trying to find the right spot. Alright. So I've seen other people do this, and they have much better luck with the timing. I thought that was pretty good. I didn't think I really messed up there at all, but as you can see, I just barely made that. I don't know if I'm just like, I guess I'm just not speedrunning it well enough. But yeah, that's definitely one of the more strict time limits. So I draw my guns because, I mean, it's Tomb Raider 1. You've seen how many times enemies will just kind of come out of open doors. So I just kind of prepare myself for it. But I realize that we're at a different point. And I shouldn't say that. I realize that we're down in the little pit here, and there's no way any enemies can uh, attack me from here. So, save crystal. I would recommend using this one here. There's no reason not to, and the next sort of section has a couple of high up jumps that you might want to have that security of knowing that you're not going to get booted back to the last save crystal, because that's honestly pretty draining when that happens. So I ended up cutting quite a bit because I died once or twice and I had kind of forgot about another save crystal up ahead. So I ended up dying and getting booted all the way back here after I had already completed a couple of other rooms. Alright, so this is not the most obvious jump, but you need to jump over to this slanted rock or rock formation over here. And there's that lion that we missed. Make sure to get rid of him. Alright, so come up to here, and you're going to need to do a running jump grab. Standing jump won't give you enough distance, and you'll probably just get hurt. Which, honestly, at that point, I'd just recommend maybe just killing yourself. No, yeah, kill yourself. No. I would recommend just restarting, I guess. I don't know if... I can't remember if there's a way to restart from... or restart at the last save crystal without dying. It's always annoying when you're at a really weird angle that you can't jump without hitting a wall. So you just end up right back where you were. Alright. So just pull out this block. This very obvious not part of the rest of the structure block. And pick up the little Medipack. So I'd recommend killing those gorillas before you use the save crystal. The only thing is, make sure to remember to use the save crystal, because that's what happened to me. I skipped it thinking that I was going to, use it as I was leaving, and I just kind of forgot about it because it wasn't visible while I was running past. Or I just had a one-track mind type of deal. Tunnel vision, I guess is the best way to say it. Alright, so hop back down here. No enemies you have to deal with. And we're going up to this room, this square room over here. So there's some bats in the room, but nothing scary. At this, they only take like one gunshot to kill, so it's pretty nice. All right, there's a little gate up there. Now you don't. Now that looks like a bottomless pit, but it's not. So you can just fall down there, and the boulder won't hit you. Thankfully, it doesn't fall down into the pit; it just runs into the gate. The other option is to do it so that you end up grabbing this ledge, but don't pull up, because if you do, you're gonna get smushed. Because that happened to me one time, and Laura was dead in the air. It's kind of weird, but also kind of funny. Unfortunately, that was the time that I missed that save crystal, so I had to go all the way back to the previous save crystal. Alright. Just have your guns drawn, because guess who's coming back? That's right, our good friend the lion. And also DuPont. But let's just deal with the lion first. Just keep jumping around and he won't be a problem. Honestly, outside of like his first one, first, no, maybe his second. His second attack is pretty annoying because he's down on the floor, down in like the really tall vertical room with all the keys that you have to get from the different rooms. That one's pretty annoying. Naturally. Alright. Again, some bats in here. Nothing too scary. Just go into this room. And, okay. This is... If you get the positioning down, it's a pretty easy room to do. To get the secrets, specifically. I did not get the positioning correct on that. So, you need to be, like, right about here? It's, like, right next to this pillar. Once you hear the door open, just do standing jumps and the direction arrow towards the other platforms, and it's pretty easy. Like, as long as you know that, it's a pretty easy thing. Pretty easy parkour to do. And you're rewarded with quite a lot of little goodies. I think that was like what, 2 large medipacks, and like 2 magnums, was it? Alright. Only thing with this room is be careful, because one bad fall and you'll die. You can also just, like, hang from that ledge with the switch on it, and you should be able to just fall onto the platform below it. Just make sure to not be right at the edge of these platforms, because doing a standing jump will shoot you over the platform, which is bad. You don't want that, because that's more than likely going to hurt you or maybe even kill you if you're high enough up. Alright, nothing else in these rooms. It's really dark. I don't think it's quite as dark on my TV, but I know it is still pretty dark. Alright, now that we did that room, ironically, no bats in here. I just check around, make sure that there's nothing too interesting. And, alright. Come down this water shaft. And This isn't quite the end of the level. We still got a little bit to do, but there's a block in here. So you need to push this, I want to say twice. Yeah, I think twice. Gotta get this slow-ass block pushing animation out of the way. I think if it, like, it makes sense because, I mean, that block is probably like 2 tons. Lara really shouldn't be able to move it, but, like, I mean, if someone was able to move it, it would make sense that it would take that long. It'd probably make more sense if it took longer, but it's still a video game, so we gotta suspend disbelief here. Okay, so now that we have a key, if you had noticed on the wall up in that sort of press box, I guess, I don't know what the actual name for it is, there was actually a keyhole. I don't know if we got a really good look at it, but that's where we need to go. Right. I think that's the only gorilla down here. Yeah, probably. Okay. So, now what we need to do, instead of going back through that room, although I do think the door is open, I think it's just easier to do this. Just be careful, because there are spikes down there. And falling down at the wrong spot can be dangerous. Thankfully, hitboxes are surprisingly good with, like, spikes. If you're not, like, actually touching a spike, it usually doesn't hurt you. Maybe if it's a bit more in, like, the center of a bunch of spikes, maybe, but definitely on the edges, it seems to be pretty good. Make sure to give myself plenty of jumping space, because last thing you want to do is accidentally do your jump wrong and then have to, you know, have to trek back up there with less health. So I just take a little look up here because I'm always, I don't know, it's the inner curiosity. I realize that there's nothing up here, but, like, it's still interesting to me that there's just so many like little nooks and crannies that there's nothing there. Kind of does bum me out a little that there isn't like more secrets and stuff. And I know that is something that they add in the second game. There's like more secret related type things. Alright, so here's the keyhole. We're not going to go down there just yet because that leads to the end of the level, or the end of the chapter or whatever. So if you'd notice, a door had opened, and that's this door right here. So if you come down here, there's a safe crystal in the PS1 and Saturn versions, and a small medipack, which is pretty handy. Glad that I didn't jump down there, instead waited a second and checked out the the room, made sure that I wasn't missing anything. Alright, now, that's right. So, for whatever reason, 2 gorillas show up down here. You don't have to kill them. If you really want to, go for it. It's kind of up to you. I end up just killing him, or at least trying to kill him. There's one. The other one is playing possum right now. Or not possum, chicken. Hiding from me. Alright, I think I got him. I'm not gonna spend another 5 minutes trying to make sure. You don't have to kill him. It's up to you. If you really want your kill count higher, then go for it. Alright, so be quick. There is a crocodile down here. Or alligator. Probably need to figure out what they are, but I don't think it really matters, does it? This one's kind of annoying to kill, because there's no way to lower the water level here. So you just kind of have to wait for it to pass by. You can bait it out by, jumping into the water and then getting out, but it's just long and tedious, and I don't really care about kill count that much. I do wait a few seconds just to see if it'll show back up, but I'm just gonna head to the end of the level, and we'll wrap it up for this episode. So, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time, hopefully. Yep, alright.